Okay, so I just have to give a bit of background. So this is my wedding, my draft of the first of the wedding speech I'm going to do in a few weeks' time. So have that in mind. And my fiance's name is Maggie. So pretend like you're all the guests, right? So to start with, I have to thank everyone that has come here today, especially the people from outside of London and outside of the UK. I know everyone's put down a lot of money and invested a lot of money, time and effort. So big thanks from me and Mandy. Obviously anyone that would have gone through this whole wedding planning process would know how much work it involves, and we couldn't have done it without ourselves. So I'm going to have to thank a number of people today. Now I'll admit I wasn't always as helpful as it could have been. I didn't always do as much work as it could have been, as could have done. And after a few weeks, Mandy got sick of me and said I was no longer invited to the wedding. So I'm only here today because someone else gave me their invitation. So first of all, I would like to thank our parents. You have always supported us, with advice, effort, and foremost money. Especially when it comes to this wedding, you have supported us again, and financially, and we hope now that we are adults and grown up and have left the nest. We sincerely hope that you will continue paying for other things as well. We are still your children. I have to thank the groomsmen. They have all come from Sweden. I've known all of them for a long time, and they have all influenced me over the years, mostly in a negative way, especially during the teenage years. But I guess it goes both ways. So I've known these guys for a long time, and I'm lucky to count them as my friends. With regards to my best man, which is my brother, 9 years younger than me, I would say that given I used to change his diapers every day, this is the least he could do. I then have to thank the bridesmaids. So there's Vanessa, Mandy's little sister. There's Debbie, who has been her partner in crime for 15 years now. There's Nadia, who Mandy has known for a long time as well. And then there's Amy. Now Amy and Mandy used to be inseparable during university. And Mandy has often told me that if Amy had been a man, she would have married her instead. So let's just hope that Amy does not decide to go down there. I have to thank Philly. Philly works for the restaurant, and she has helped us a lot around organizing this event. And I asked Philly should I do my speech before or after the dinner, and she said do it after, because no one will find you funny unless they have some alcohol. So thank you, Philly, for that tip. And then of course there's the wider Adogla family that have helped, and friends, Kevin, Eugene, Papa, Francesca, Bennett, Cynthia, Keisha, Nikki, Sophie, and so on. And I would say that this doesn't only apply to the wedding. They've always been there for us. So I met, the Dogla family has always been there for us. So I met Mandy's mom for the first time 6 years ago, and after she gave me a grilling, and eventually decided that was good enough for a daughter, she proceeded to feed me, and she hasn't stopped feeding me since that day. That applies to the whole wider Ghanaian community as well. There's so many aunties and uncles that have fed us over the years, and the people that I don't even know that have cooked for me. So the chances are, if you're a Ghanaian woman in London, and even if you don't know me, I'll probably have eaten your food at some point. Something that surprised me about Mandy's family is that whenever me and Mandy disagree about something, Mandy's family will always support me. So these days, when we have a disagreement, I'll speak to a member of the family, casually drop what the issue is, and a few days later she'll come sheepishly back to me and say I was right. Now, obviously it works the other way around as well. My parents think that she's always right, and often ask her why she decided to be with me in the first place. And another thing I mentioned, I noticed about Man's family is that they're a happy family. They're very positive people. They all like to sing and dance. They're good dancers. In terms of singing, well, they're good dancers. And not only do they sing, but they reenact entire music videos. You know, they'll grab the nearest object to them and pretend it's the microphone. I think most of us will do it when we're alone, but for them, it's okay to do it in public. And Mandy is no different from the rest of the family. She sings and dances every day, and she's incredibly positive. There was a story about her when she was 5 years old. She was at a funeral, and she saw everyone was sad, and she wanted to cheer everyone up. So she suddenly did the Michael Jackson routine. I believe it was Thriller, which is, for those of you who know, it's a routine where you have zombies crawling out of their graves. Clearly a very inappropriate dancing routine for a funeral, but I can absolutely believe that she did that. And she has a number of these unusual habits that she has carried on from her childhood to adult life. So, for example, she likes when people clap for her. So when she was a kid, people used to clap for her when she would finish a meal. And she even to this day, she likes when people clap for her. So the amount of clapping I have to do each day is truly incredible. And I think it's that character. Obviously, I think she's stunning, and I think she has an amazing heart. But I think it's that characteristic that I love the most. These crazy manners, and I'm going to finish off with one of the crazy quotes she has generated over the years. She once randomly said that we're going to grow toothless together. I didn't really understand what she meant, but she explained she meant we're going to grow old together. And I don't know, they always stuck with me. So I would like to propose a toast for growing toothless together. Thank you very much.